Hello and a good morning, good afternoon and a very good evening to you, good and wonderful people of the tube. Hope you're today, feeling grand and all's well in your world. Welcome to episode 4 on learning to play left-handed. I do apologise about how dark it is, people of the tube, but we are having a power cut, so I've had to do what I can. So the power's been off for a good hour now, so I can't turn on any of my lights or my amps or anything right now. So unfortunately, it is what it is, I'm afraid, at this point in time, so please forgive me for that. Anyway, do you want to see how far I've got? So, I don't feel like I've progressed anything more from last episode, simply because I've been in a really bad place in my head. It's hard to practice guitar when your brain's telling you to get a knife and stab yourself in the brain with it, because you're worthless and useless and you shouldn't be alive, and why are you alive and what's the point of your existence. So it's very hard to pick up the guitar and, struggle with it, because it just adds to it. So when I have been picking up guitar, I've just been picking up my other guitars, not my left-handed one here. So I've just been playing them, but just to vent more than anything. But again, I'm not in a very good place in my head. It's not a good place right now. It's a lot of darkness, a lot of bad thoughts. Just nothing particularly exciting going on in my brain right now, Pikachu. I've got to be honest with you. So I'm kind of struggling. So I haven't really picked up this guitar a lot since the last episode. I really haven't. It's been kind of like an off and on thing. But I haven't really picked it up. But this is where I am. So probably no further along. In all fairness, I might have dropped back a bit, because like I say, I haven't played it enough. But let's see what happens. I'm still struggling with getting the guitar into a position that feels comfortable. Like every position I'm in, it feels kind of weird and still kind of alien to me. Ooh. So, pretty much the same as last episode. I would say, actually, to be honest with you, get into that G and then get into a D felt easier, to be honest with you. And again, I felt the power chords had a little bit more flow to them this time, which is strange, really, because like I said, I've barely played this guitar of late, just since the last episode. I've barely played it because, again, that stupid squidgy pink thing in my brain, in my head, skull. That. Oh, that was wrong. Hang on. I don't know, there's something going on, Pikachu. What do you think? What's your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. But I do feel there's something there, but it's going from E to D, G to D. Those initial kind of open chords, because that was the main thing I was really struggling on. It's getting easier. The bar chord thing is kind of easy. To be honest with you, that's the kind of that's been easy. The biggest thing for me really was learning to slow down, and that's something I'd forgotten how to do, because obviously when you can play this way kind of okay-ish, going back to square one again becomes like a bit of a it's kind of difficult. So to kind of like slow yourself down, but that felt pretty good actually. Oh, there's a bit of a problem that time. Again, it's getting the guitar into a position that feels comfortable. It doesn't feel very comfy. I don't know if it's because it's an affinity and it's a really skinny body on this thing, and there's no kind of like meat to the body really. It's a very skinny guitar and it sits back a bit weirdly. I don't know. I really don't know what it is. D is a nightmare. That D major chord is an absolute nightmare. And again, it's kind of pointless me even trying to go for the high E string, you know, the F sharp note here in the D major chord, because this finger, my ring finger on my right hand, is so flat to the fretboard, it just kills that string. My left hand's still not particularly great. But again, it's that thing of just learning to do this. I do apologise about the phone. Yeah, but anyway, POTT, like I say, not particularly the most interesting episode this week, this month, should I say. And, you know, like I say, my brain isn't doing the best things to me right now. It's really not. I'm kind of struggling a lot with it. I'm on my own as well most of the time. Queenie's at home and I'm here. And I'm kind of struggling a little bit. Because I've got no one to talk my stupid thoughts to kind of get them in perspective. So I've always got his kind of me. So I'm kind of struggling. But anyway, that aside, what are your thoughts with YouTube? Is there any progression there? I don't feel like there's much, if any, this week, this month. But again, that's to be expected. Like I say, I haven't really picked up this guitar. I've been struggling so much that I just wanted to be able to play the guitar, not fight it, so to say. So I've kind of struggled. But yeah, anyway, let me know your thoughts, people with YouTube, the comment section below. And yeah, that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, indeed. I'm still very curious to where I'll be in December with this. I'll be very, 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 very interested to know. You know, I don't really expect miracles, you know. But if I can get through this chord progression comfortably, I'll be happy with that. You know what I mean? If I can get from the E to the D to the G to the D, and then the power chords, and then the whole progression, if I can get through it like smoothly, without kind of too many stops and it being like jerky and kind of like, you know, not very no rhythm or anything like that, I'll be happy with that. Anyway, I'm gonna get off, people with YouTube. Sorry about my phone. I'll see you again. Have a great morning, afternoon, good evening, and goodbye now. Cheers.